made to be blamed for all this, because, while everybody's asleep in their bed breathing all the nasty emissions in the air, they're lighting up a flare. And I've seen it before, driving home like at 1 o'clock with my mom and just looking at it for it's on for minutes and minutes, and I'm telling my mom, why are they doing this? They're hurting us so much, and they're hurting me. I have asthma, and it's hard for me to breathe outside, and at times I'm like, God, I just want to go somewhere else, but I don't want to leave my community. I want to help and save it. I want to make sure that when I'm gone, that my community and the next generations have good and clean air.
So Prop 23 we call the Dirty Energy Proposition, and the reason that we call Prop 23 the Dirty Energy Proposition is because it will allow polluters to continue to pollute. Prop 23 is funded by big Texas oil companies, Tesoro and Valero, who are the 4th and 8th highest polluters. Proposition 23 claim that, if it's passed, that it'll generate millions of new jobs in the state, and we know that that's totally false.
What these other corporations are going to do is put in millions of dollars to get the proposition passed, and I think we really need to be informing people about the lies that are being put out there by these oil corporations, and then have them understand not only that it's important to defeat Prop 23, but it's important to be involved in coming up with solutions and supporting solutions to the climate crisis that we're facing. Well, AB 32 is, as I mentioned, a law, the Global Warming Solutions Act. The promise of it, as I said, is the commitment, taking steps to reduce, for the state to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions. AB 32 is meant to address the impacts and have California take action in addressing global warming and its impact on California residents. And that's important, and obviously should be supported. I think that even now that AB 32 has passed, there's still advocacy underway to make it strong and effective, especially for our community.
The messaging from the oil industry is positioning it to confuse the voters to believe that AB 32 is bad, and that the only way in order to defeat AB 32 is through Prop 23. And that is not the case. Prop 23 is only going to harm us.
When there's efforts to curb the impacts of global warming, that has a direct impact on big oil, because they're amongst the biggest polluters and contributors to greenhouse gases. So they're trying to stop it, claiming that it's going to hurt jobs.
What they're claiming is that AB 32 is really not about creating jobs or doing those things. They talk about in 23 that it's going to actually get rid of jobs, and it would not bring jobs, AB 32, and Prop 23 would allow it to bring jobs. So they're using that tactic in order to try to do away from AB 32. And the oil companies don't want AB 32 because they're afraid and they feel threatened of it.
What they're interested in is not necessarily our communities or the jobs, but their bottom line and the profits.
family, my friends, my peers, because it's in my community. So say no to Prop 23.
I say no to restrictions to life, no to asthma, and no to Prop 23.